What's up, guys? Hey, I'm back with you. Working on the truck again. I got SPE's CCV Reroute kit with the internal catch can. I will be installing today. Now, I already started on the truck because I wasn't sure if I was going to record this or not, but I'm going to record it, maybe edit it, then think about uploading it. So you might see this or you might not. Just to get a newer video updated, there's a lot of great videos out there that I've watched on how doing this. My truck is a 2019 Ford F-350 Platinum long bed. So as long as you're 2017, 18, 19, yours should look like mine underneath the hood, unless you got modifications. You bought the truck off someone and they've already done stuff to it. So let's get into it. All right, here are the parts. I just went with the first, just one 5-foot hose. Real nice. It's got the logo on it. I like that. I already opened it and looked at these parts. Man, that's real good quality. Nice looking parts. So if someone looks under your hood, they're gonna, I'd say, be pretty impressed with the quality. That's your internal catch can. Like I said, good quality, man. Good stuff. So it's basically, I think, all that comes with it. So let's get into it. All right, looking underneath the hood. Like I said, I already kind of started. I took this pipe off right here. You know, it'll be right there for you. These clips can be a pain. I just had a flathead and a trim tool, like so. Just got in between both of them, and basically you want to, let me see if I can do that. Get in there one-handed. Get in there like so, and I just kind of turned the flathead like that. Prop them up. Do that on both sides at the same time, and then just pull back toward you. I did loosen up the clamp on this side. I don't see why taking it completely off would be necessary, but you can. So I did that, got it out of the way. What's next? We need to remove your fuel filter. So we'll pop these clips off. This hose obviously is going to your CCV. That'll come off of there. There's a already cut. I was in here once, and yours might look a little different. You probably have something that covers up these clips. I actually just used my knife and cut it off. But I think you just squeeze and twist and then pull to get that off. Kind of hard on this. Can't remember. I thought you would just squeeze. Twist back toward you. I don't think you squeeze though. Alright, well, I'll use 2 hands on it and then let you guys know what I did. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and pop these clips off, get the fuel filter out there. Then we'll have a few screws to get to take the housing of it off, and then we'll have a few more screws to go ahead and start taking off the CCV. So I'll be back. Okay, so actually all I did was take this plastic collar. I pulled up on it, like away from me, going back toward your seats, your driver and passenger seat, and then twisted counterclockwise and then just pulled back toward me, and it popped off. Before, just wrap that around, get it out of the way somehow. Some people cut it off, just get out of the way. Before removing these, I highly recommend putting just an old rag or whatever you got, towel, clothes, whatever. Throw under there while you pop these off, because they will leak whenever you get pop each one off. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this removed, and then I'll be back. Then your fuel filter, you're gonna twist toward you. These things are just wanna go back and pull up out of there. Where's my off one to go? Okay, when you're pulling this out, make sure you lean it back. You tip it forward and fuel's gonna run out of there. So you got something to prop it up against. I would recommend doing that. See if we can set it flat without it. Okay, so it sits flat without dumping fuel everywhere. Now, from a previous video I watched, to get this housing out, it's best, or easier at least, to disconnect your blue. That should be the middle hose. Disconnect, I think there's 2 clips down there. You just grab and pull, disconnect that, because this line right here, there's a screw. It's gonna be hard to see. Right between those that you need to get to. And these things are stiff, man. They're stiff, you can't really wiggle them. I don't recommend wiggling them. So I would unclip this hose to get that screw out, to get that internal housing out of there for your fuel filter. Just makes it easier. I think you actually have to get to your CCV. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be back with you. All right, guys, that was a pain. That's what that clip looks like. This is up top in your fuel filter. That's the one, that green one right there is the one that you need to get out of there at the bottom. It'll unhook this hose right here. Again, use a rag, and it'll allow you to kind of bend this. See how it's moving like that? Bend it as far up as you can, up against this other one below it. Now be careful, because you definitely don't want to break those. But it's a freaking pain, man. So good luck. But once you get it, you can start working on this guy. That's the main job right here. I believe there's 4 or 5 10mm bolts, I believe. I think they're all 10s, so I'll have to put a socket on it and check, but I think they were pretty good pain to get to as well. So thank you, Ford. All right, guys, I got the first 2 out, front side, and then the other one is, let's see if I can get this set up so you can see. The second one be right there, and then you got 2 more. Right there in the middle of the screen. I believe the one on the left that there's nothing in, so I never took that one out, so I'm going to assume someone else was in here at one point, and then I believe it's just that one to the right, and that should be it. Now, to get to those, of course it wouldn't be easy. So this is my setup. Got a swivel in the end and a bunch of extensions. So let's try this without dropping anything. All right, that wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be. I didn't have it on the ratchet. I put the extensions on first, made sure I was locked down on it tight, put the ratchet on, cranked it a couple times, and then started ratcheting. Then I grabbed, whenever I got it loose enough, I grabbed my magnet, which I highly recommend having, and just got it on there on the head of it and pulled real slow without dropping anything. I believe that should be it, but it still feels tight, so there must be another one in there. Oh, I wonder if it's that one far back. I didn't pick that up on camera. I'm not gonna be able to show you guys, but it's not gonna focus in right there. To the right, that's probably the last one, so let me, yeah, I believe that's the last one. So let me try to get that guy out, and I will be back. Watching other videos said you might want to put something to catch. There's probably going to be oil spilled, so you might want to throw something underneath your truck from getting on the floor. So let me get that guy out, and I will be back. All right, that one was a little bit more difficult to get, but it was that last one. So put a rag down, put one underneath the truck. Just from the videos I watched, there's going to be oil spilled, so be prepared for that. I think cool if these hoses would stop. I just want to pull that guy out of there. That's that, boys and girls. See if I can get up in there. There's gonna be oil that needs cleaned up, as you can tell. Focus is good enough for you to see that. So try not to get anything in there, just try to get that cleaned up best you can, and we'll start with the install. There's a lot more room back there, so I like that. One thing I wanted to point out, if you guys don't have one of these, highly recommend getting one. Topside creeper makes the job way easier, so especially if you're older. All right, first one we're going to start off is this block off plate. Now these O-rings, there's 3 of them. I already put this one on. This one is just a little bit, just a hair bigger than these 2, so that's something to keep in mind. Already put it on there. We'll start with this for supplied hardware. Looks like you can see the difference. These 3 are different, so that as well. Something to keep in mind. So I'm assuming it's probably this one. That will go to your internal catch can. And you got 3 washers. If I can find them. Okay. Alright guys. I got that O-ring on there. Your bolt, washer, goes there for your block off plate. That is a size 8 Allen wrench, I believe, Allen head. So I'll just actually, let me see here. Put that plate on. Make sure it's nice and tight. I'm just gonna finger tight that for now, and then I'll screw in tighter. But that's where that goes. All right, guys. I think I called these 8 millimeters. They're definitely not 8. I knew it didn't sound right. They're 5s. So grab your 2 bolts, washers. Take this piece, put your O-ring in it. Take your internal catch can, put your other O-ring in it. And match these up See how the this side's bigger. Match those up like so. Put your bolts down through there. Then go ahead and install that on the truck. And then you'll put your hose up here with that clamp back there toward the back. Right there. So, all right, I'll be back. All right, guys. So I got that block off plate on there. I put the internal catch can and the nipple on with the hose clamp. And then I rerouted it down and around. Let me grab my light. Push that hose. It's dirty down there. Push that hose down there. And then, give me 1 minute. And it pops. Here's my steps, and then tire, fender flare, or mud flap comes down through there. I'll take all that extra hose if I can. I'm just gonna plan on clipping it, probably like so. Can't zoom out, makes us probably just clip it along that. Someone needs to get under here and do some cleaning. Holy cow. So it's probably where she'll go. Okay guys, I got the hose ran up underneath and zip tied down. Both of those, as you can tell, are on. For some reason in my box, I do not have that rubber piece, like a sock, whatever it is, that goes over this. Some people will zip tie it on because of that lip. Others won't because they think that'll hold. I recommend zip tying it. So I'm gonna have to figure up something to put right there for now, but I'm wondering if I took it out of the box and sat it down back at the house. So I'll have to figure something out. As far as everything else goes, that's pretty well the install. I'm gonna start getting everything put back into place and finally wrap this job up. So that CCV is on. Reroute kit is finally on. I have the S&S disaster kit. I don't know if I'll make a video on it. That's a pretty lengthy job. It's not an easy one. This top manifold is a pain to get on and off. So I don't know if I'll make a video on it. And then I got the cold side pipe also need to put on. That's a short video. Again, I don't know if I'll make a video on it, but we'll see. I'll go back, maybe edit this and possibly upload it. Thanks for watching. I know it's not the best video, but it is a pretty decent video. So do me a favor, like, subscribe, and leave me some comments, and I'll get back to you when I can. Much appreciated. Have a good day. Hey guys, so pretty well all the hardware stores are closed where I'm at. So I'm not sure if there's any vacuum, like suction or vacuum, that's gonna cause this. I'm afraid to drive it to the house with, you know, it being the way it is. So I'm actually just gonna probably just cut this hose and use that clamp to put back on there, and then just tape this end just to get me to the house. I only live a couple minutes from this shop, so I'll probably do that until I can get a hold of SPE. They do not have anybody in there Friday through Sunday is what it sounded like when I tried calling. So just wanted to give you guys, if you run into the same instance, you know, hopefully you're smarter than me to look over, make sure you got everything. And if you do have everything, don't lose it. Because to be honest, I can't remember if I had everything or if I did and I just lost it. So this is just an idea. I don't see why it wouldn't work if you just cut the hose, use that clamp, that's what it was from anyways, and just tape off the end until you can get something to cover that. So just a little update. Thanks again. What's up, guys? Hey, I wanted to make an update before uploading this video. I got the CCV Reroute kit put on my truck, 2019 F350 from SPE Motorsports. Great quality parts. They forgot to send the black rubber cap with the kit, so that was the only thing I was waiting on, which, believe it or not, I went to every hardware store near me, Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware, Tractor Supply, AutoZone, shoot, there might have even been a couple more. Anyways, I couldn't find anything that would actually work. I'm sure there was something out there that you guys could probably think of, but I went to all these places and showed them pictures and explained it to them, and nobody had anything to actually resemble that. Now I found like some caps that would actually go into the hole, but I just didn't trust that. I didn't want to use that. And then I actually, those rubber pieces that you put on the bottom of wooden chairs, I tried that too, but they just wasn't long enough. They wouldn't actually fit over it, would go over it, and you can push in a little bit, but it wasn't long enough. And I was just like, you know what, I'm going to contact them, explain what happened, hopefully they can just ship me a new one. Luckily they did. Problem was FedEx, which we did get a winter storm, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, more snow than what we've had yet this winter. But man, I needed that truck. I needed my truck that Friday. It was supposed to be delivered that Friday, or before that Friday, like Thursday. And of course it didn't get delivered. And then I needed it the following weekend, and I had to actually contact FedEx because it was like 2 hours away from me, and it sat there for 3 or 4 days. And I was like, okay, I need answers. So I called FedEx, spoke with someone. He must have pushed that purchase or something, because it ended up coming, I think, 2 days after that. But it was just, you know, I don't want to drive the truck, and I called them and they said they don't recommend driving it without that piece, obviously. So, you know, damn near 2 weeks I couldn't drive my truck. It just sat there and I needed it, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of frustrating over something as small as that. So that kind of blew, but it is what it is. They shipped it. I got it put on. Some people zip tie it. Some people don't. I put it on and I zip tied it just for extra security. Like I said, I've seen other people in videos that they don't do that. They trust it. That's fine. You know, do what you want. It's your truck. But I did finally get the piece, the part in, whatever. You can tell the parts are quality made. So I still need to go get some thread tape. Every time I go to do that, I always forget. So I need to make a note, get some thread tape. You need thread tape for the cold side pipe. I got the cold side pipe that needs put on, and yeah, that was the only other thing from SPE. And then I got the S&S disaster kit that I want to put on, but man, that's a job right there. I attempted it at one point, dude. That top manifold, if you get the plastic manifold, that is a job. So I need to do that on, like, I don't know, like a Friday, or I started on a Sunday too, so like that was part of it. I was so scared, and I broke my freaking I broke a hose. I broke the nipple off of one of the coolant lines, so that just freaking threw a wrench in everything. So I started putting all the parts back on it, and I just saved it for another day. That's a job that you want to do like at least 2 free days, so like Saturday and a Sunday, or like a Friday and a Saturday somewhere. You know, if you can do it in garage, that's best. But I'm not going to do anything, dude. It's snowing out here. I'm not going to do, we just got another winter storm. I'm not going to do anything outside when it's like that. Fortunately for me, I have a garage that I can go over to and work in somewhat heat, so that's a lot better. But I'm going to do that on a day, and I don't know if I'm going to record it. That's the biggest point of this. I'm just kind of rambling on now, but so there might be more videos in the future. Stuff like this is fun. It's just hard to do, especially by yourself, and honestly it's kind of awkward. Not so much when you're by yourself, but it is awkward when you're with somebody else, because a lot of time those people don't really care to be in the video, or they think you're just weird for doing it. But they're also the people that would get on YouTube and search videos like this to watch. So yeah, I just want to do, I'm rambling on, but I wanted to do an update video, let you guys know that they're a great team. You can contact them if you got a missing part, which they did say. I didn't see it on the label. I should have looked at that more, but we got the box in. I just assumed everything was in there. I didn't even look. I didn't open it and look. That's, it is what it is. But you only get like 10 days from receiving the package to actually open it, look through it, then contact them. Luckily, they did not charge me anything for this, which is kind of, heck, they probably only got like $1 or so in the part anyways, but it could have been a lot worse. It could have been something else more important. They did not charge me. They just told me this is a one-time deal. Don't do it again. Make sure you check within 10 days that you have everything and contact them. That way they can get it out to you, man, because I know a lot of stuff like that will mess with people's inventory. I understand that. Sometimes it's just kind of nonsense too. So, but all right, guys, do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment if you got any questions. I'll be more than happy to answer. And if I don't know the answer, dude, there's all kinds of videos out there. There's forum pages. You can get on Facebook. There's pages on there. Dude, there's all types of information you can find on YouTube and the internet anymore. But dude, this is something like I've always wanted to do, and I've always enjoyed doing, like little stuff I have done. I don't think it's gonna be, I got a good job, my wife's got a good job. I don't plan on this being like, I'm not gonna leave my day-to-day to come and do YouTube or anything like that. I just like putting these, I want to start putting videos like this out. Same thing, got a side-by-side, and I want to start doing stuff like that with it too. There's all kinds of stuff. People are always, dude, I watch YouTube more than I do TV. So it's good to be able to get on something like a platform like this and find it, especially when you need it right then and there, and not actually have to contact someone. I'm a visual learner. I want to see it and then do it. So to be able to watch a video and learn something, I think that's awesome for everybody. So I'm rambling. That's all I got. So thank you for watching, and I hope it's not a terrible video, and I hope you guys can put everything together and figure it out for yourselves. We'll catch you guys later.